Back to the channel, folks. Nate here with Murray Farm and Ranch. As promised, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my gear setup for my upcoming elk hunt. I want to show you guys what I use. This is what I take pretty much on every backcountry hunt, and I want to show you what you can get away with. My hunts are pretty rigorous. They're typically 8 to 10 days, pretty deep in the backcountry. We carry everything in on our backs. And so I'm trying to conserve weight, but have excellent functionality with my equipment. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I take. This is going to be for a mid-September muzzleloader elk hunt in Colorado. I am going to be solo on this hunt, so everything that I carry in, is what I'm going to have for the week of hunting. And so it all has to be tried and true. And one of the things I wanted to touch on is that, in the hunting world, there's all these hunting influencers that make you feel like you have to have new gear every year. If you don't get a new backpack, if you don't have a new tent, a new sleeping bag, whatever, that you're failing at something. And I'm just going to tell you that's not true. I'm going to show you guys my tried and true equipment, what has got me through on multiple hunts, what will probably get me through multiple more hunts. And I might throw in a couple of things what I might upgrade in the future. But anyway, so let's get right into it. I want to start with the basics, and then we'll kind of go from there. We are going to talk about everything that's coming in on my back for the hunt. I am going to talk about food separately because that's another 15 or 20 minute video. And so I want to do the gear first and we'll go from there. So let's talk first about what kind of pack I'm using. This is an Everly stock. This is the Just One series, the J34 Dragonfly. I've had this pack for probably 7 or 8 years. I like it because it's convertible from kind of, you can compress it down into a fairly small day pack, or you can take it, open it up. This is the Spike Camp duffel. You can zip this on to add another couple thousand liters or cc's of space. And so this will give you a pretty nice size pack. Like I said, I've used this bag for years. I've hauled out a lot of elk with it, and it's been sturdy, and it's done the job for me. I will probably at some point upgrade to a new bag. Things just start to wear out. So far, this one's held up. My muzzleloader will be the Everly stock bag has a space for my gun to slide into, but I will also carry in this sleeve. This keeps my gun protected from the snow and rain and debris from getting down into it. I don't hunt with this thing on, but I do keep it around camp to keep my gun clean and so forth. So my sleeping situation is going to be the Clip Flashlight 2. I've been using this tent for probably 6 or 7 years. I have 3 different Sierra Designs tents. I have the Lightyear, which is a single man tent. I have the Hyperlight 2, which is a 2-man tent. And I have the Clip Flashlight 2. This is my favorite out of the 3. 2 people can lay side by side. I'm going to be solo, but I like the extra room so I can have my gear in and out of the weather. And it gives me a little extra space to kind of, cross my legs at night and sit and eat dinner and so forth. So I am going to be taking the Clip Flashlight 2. I've used this tent in a wide array of weather conditions. If you remember, last year during bow season, or mid-September, there was a huge snowstorm in and around the San Juans, and dumped about 3 feet of snow at 11,000 to 12,000 feet of elevation. I was in on that. I rode that storm out in this tent. A couple of years prior to that, I was in a nasty, nasty rain and lightning hailstorm at about 12,000 feet. It lasted for about 30 hours of just constant pelting us, and rode that one out in this. So it's been a pretty tried and true tent for me. It's coming back with me this year. They say that the packed weight, trail weight, is 3 pounds 6 ounces, so I can deal with that for a 2-man tent. So my sleeping system is, I've got the Nemo, this is the Astro insulated light. This is an air-up mattress. Again, I've probably been using it 5 or so years. My biggest complaint is it's kind of loud. You know, if you're rolling around on it, it makes some noise, but it is very comfortable. It gives me some nice insulation off the ground, and I really do like this, this mat. And it compresses down to about the size of a water bottle, which is also nice. Sleeping bag wise, I'm going to be using a Sierra Designs. This is the Ziso dry down bag. I believe this one is the 12 regular. I find this bag to work in most conditions. I've been through some pretty nasty snowstorms, cold spells. You know, I've slept down to single digits in it. You know, I may have to add some extra clothing in the bag, but I can ride out most things in this bag. You may ask about the Sierra Designs, like am I sponsored or something? No, Sierra Designs just has been around a long time. They have very excellent customer service. Actually, just with this Sierra Designs tent, I was having some issues with my rainfly. Called customer service. They turned it in on a warranty, sent me another rainfly for free, shipping included. I mean, it's the kind of customer service like that keeps me coming back, buying additional products. So thumbs up for Sierra Designs. So let's talk about a little, some of the intricacies of my setup. I do use a Camelback. I like to have water on my back during the day when I'm hunting. I feel like I get less dehydrated when I've got quick access to it. So I do carry that is a 3-liter Camelback. I will also have another couple of liters in the pack itself. Where I'm hunting, there is, I like to set up on a ridge the night before the season and spend a couple of days up there, but there is 0 water there, so I carry all the water in on my back, and I have to live off of what I carry up for the first couple of days. So I'll probably be bringing in about 5 liters of water, and I'm gonna have to make that last for a couple of days. I prefer a steri pin. They're quick and easy. You know, you get your sterilization in about 1 minute. So I'm taking a steri pin for water. I do also recommend having a backup plan, and the lightest weight, easiest backup plan that I've found is Aquamira drops, part A and part B. It's a little bit time consuming to use the drops, but they work very well. Doesn't take up much space in my pack, and you know, and I use it as a backup if for some reason my stereo pin were to go down, you know, battery's out, light breaks, whatever. I've got a backup plan. So while I've got the my kit out, my cook kit, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what else is in there. So my cook stove is the MSR Pocket Rocket. This is the Pocket Rocket 2, I believe. I used the first one, the first version for, 10 years, 12 years, probably longer than that. And it finally, this last hunting season, decided to start acting a little shaky, so I got a new one. This is the upgraded the new version. Very small, super lightweight, does the trick. I mean, I've used these for years and I have no complaints. So there's my cook stove. I have a Snow Peak trail spoon. This has the extended handle to reach down into those bags. I love this thing. It's titanium, and man, I mean, my friends are all envious of this. I don't think you can find it anymore. And then I've got a titanium cook pot that I boil my water in, and a weatherproof lighter. I will also carry a backup lighter. I'll get to that here in a minute. But that is what I'm going to be fixing my meals and securing my water with. We'll also have a big canister of fuel. You could probably get by on a smaller canister, but I like to drink coffee during the daytime if I'm setting glassing. And I just like to have that extra fuel. So we'll be taking a big can of fuel. Next up, I suppose, is some of my hunting equipment itself. I do have a thermarest seat. I like these things if I'm setting for hours on end, glassing. If I've got a place where I want to sit down and get up underneath a tree or something, this keeps my pants from getting wet. It gives me a barrier from the ground, so I highly recommend this thing. This thing has been on so many hunts and has not popped yet. I'm very pleased with the thermarest pad. I've got a Vortex Ranger 1000 rangefinder. Highly recommend you keep this on you at all times. I missed a bull last year because I guessed him to be about 100 yards and he was about 60. And so thankfully I got to have some redemption a couple of days later when I killed a bull, but absolutely rangefinder is a must. My bino system, this is a QU bino harness, and I've got some Nikon Monarch HGs. So I had a pair of Nikon Monarch 10s that lasted me about 8 years, and they broke, and I contacted Nikon about it. And this is another one of those deals where the customer service went above and beyond. For whatever reason, I still had the receipt from the original set of Nikons. I spent $599 on them. And I contacted Nikon. They asked me to send them in. They did a check. Those binos were no longer recommended to be fixed. And so they sent me a voucher for a new set of binos. And they actually sent me a voucher for like $699. So they actually gave me store credit for more than what I paid for the original binos, which was an amazing customer service. And so I now am sporting these Nikons, and they will probably keep my business in the future because they've done such an excellent job keeping me satisfied with that. So Nikon all the way on those. So let's talk a little bit about my kill kit. I have Black Ovis bags. I have 5 bags. Instead of doing, I like to break my loads down into smaller loads because I'm carrying all this out on my back, and I just find that I can carry 40 pounds a lot faster and a lot longer than if I, load up my pack with 80 pounds and try to do it in 2 loads. I just seem like I come out better if I break it down into smaller loads. So I've got 5 bags, 2 hindquarter, 2 front shoulder, and then an extra hindquarter bag. These are Black Ovis. They are reusable. These are great. This is my 3rd season using them. They have already packed out 2 bulls. In addition, in my kill kit, I have a extra light. I have some paracord. I've got my Havilon Piranha with some extra blades in here. I have a video discussing the Havilon Piranha. It's a great knife. Highly recommend it. I also have a couple of twist tie limb lights. If I hit a bull and it's late, I like to kind of make a little bit of a trail with these so that I can have an idea of the direction this bull is traveling or something so that I can track them down. I'll also be carrying this Havilon Piranha on my person. This one will be the one that I'm just using, open up my meals and so forth. And I've got a couple of extra blades for it because it may come in handy when caping or quartering out an elk as well. And that's pretty much my kill kit. This is my muzzleloader kit. This is going to have everything I need in it to keep my muzzleloader going. I've got extra powder, I've got bullets, I've got a nipple pick, I've got some patches and some cleaning solution. Again, the contents of this are discussed in a separate video. My muzzleloader setup for 2021. Check that out. This is my primary headlamp. This is a Princeton Tech. This has a red light feature on it. I highly recommend red light. From my understanding, it is less visible from long distances, so you're able to sneak in there on elk, that may be bedded up somewhere a little better. Whereas like a bright white light can be visible for a couple miles. I want to say the red light's like 300 yards or something like that, so much better. So this is my primary light. I do have, with my primary light, extra batteries for my other light and extra batteries for my steri pin. So I take an extra set for both headlamps and a couple of extra sets for my steri pin. This is a battery supply for my Garmin inReach Mini and also my cell phone. I'll be using Onyx and my cell phone as my GPS system, and then I have my Garmin inReach for letting my wife know how things are going and making sure that everybody is safe at home. And then, heaven forbid if I have to use it for SOS. Windicator. These are absolutely valuable. You can get by an elk's eyes. You may be able to get by their ears, but you will not get by their nose. And so it is vital to make sure that you got the wind in your favor when elk hunting. And lastly is just my personal kit. I have a little bit of contact solution, contact case, extra set of contacts, toothpaste, toothbrush, a little bit of medicine just in case. I've got some Pepto, some Sudafed, and some ibuprofen. And then a little bit of Visine for dry eyes up in the mountains, and then I have an extra lighter. And this is the minimum that I can get away with backcountry elk hunting. I am going to have a little bit of a separate video concerning food, my food system, and we may discuss clothing separately as well. But this will get you by for several days in the backcountry, and every bit of this gear is tried and true. I've used it for years, and I'm just telling you, you don't have to go out and buy new gear every single year just because the guys on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook say so. You can get by with your gear. You just got to take care of it. Make sure and buy good gear from the get-go, and it'll last you years. Lots of hunts and last you years. I hope this was helpful. Pound that like button, subscribe for future content. I will be talking about food in an upcoming video, which I think is one of those kind of mysteries of the backcountry, like how do you get by, for a few days, and how do you carry in the weight, and how do you bring food that you like, because so much of it is not that tasty. But anyway, we're going to talk about all that. See you back on the next one, guys.